far as the guys in Grindhouse go, they're just off the map. Remember when you first told me you were thinking of Kurt Russell? You mentioned thinking about Kurt Russell, and then a couple other names which I can't remember because all I heard was Kurt Russell. I was like, okay, I've got to work him. I've got to make sure he chooses Kurt Russell. He's like, yeah, that's right. You know, Kurt's really good.
Yeah, right.
Give him a whole list of ideas. Start the brainwashing process, and then the next day he came over and said, "Thought about some more. Yeah, I'm going to hire Kurt."
Yes.
Hey, Warren, is there anybody in this place you could vouch for to give me a ride home?
Fair lady, your chariot awaits.
Kurt's just brilliant. He's the man with the best stories, the most beautiful laugh ever, and he can actually really make your skin crawl. He can be that scary.
Do I frighten you? Is it my scar?
It's your car.
Quentin said, I'd like for you to add this to your rogues gallery of characters, and I said, boy, I'd like to do that. But the fun part has been working with Quentin in creating that character, and he's, it's different from anything I've done.
Well, Pam, which way are you going? Left or right?
Right.
That's too bad.
Why?
Well, because it was a 50-50 shot on whether you'd be going left or right. You see, we're both going left. You could have just as easily been going left, too, and if that was the case, it would have been a while before you started getting scared. But since you're going the other way, I'm afraid you're going to have to start getting scared immediately.
Kurt's also doing a lot of his own driving. You know, if the scene can be played at high speed, Kurt's doing the driving.
Yeah, I feel very comfortable in a car, and it's always nice to do as much as you can for the credibility of the movie.
In Robert's movie, Freddy Rodriguez is playing a vaguely Pliskin-ish kind of character.
You could carry me, right?
You never wanted that before. Why start now?
Freddy didn't turn into the badass until after I met him, and I went, oh, I know what I can do with this character.
You know, it's very, very physical, the most physical film I've ever done.
Where the hell are the bodies?
I worked with Josh Brolin briefly when I went and did a second unit on Mimic, and we had such a great time together. I'd always tried to work with him since then. And he came in with a beard, and that whole character we kind of came up with based on him wanting to come and do something. And I just thought, now's the time to do something with Josh. And the character's crazy. And at one point he goes, is this based on me or on you? And I said, I think it's both of us.
You're insane. And I was afraid of what you might do to me, to our son. I'm the mother of your son.
And after this one, I'll never see you again.
Two of the most dangerous characters that pose the most important threat to the heroes of the movie are not the infected people. It's Josh Brolin's character and mine.
You know what this is?
A gun?
It's simplicity itself. You see, you pointed at what you want to die, and you pull the little trigger here, and a little bullet comes out here. A little bullet hits you right there. And you know what? You don't look like Ava Gardner no more. Don't taunt me, tramp.
always get that great shot. You got Michael Biehn leading, and you got Tom Savini over here, and you've got the real Air Mariachi right next to him. Robert Shooting heroically entering the situation through the door. He's like, oh, here
the police force.
Yeah.
This is a great local police force.
You have to come with us, Ray. We need to talk about this, you know?
He has to sign her in.
Do what now?
Michael Biehn. I'd only had the parts half written when I met him and cast him, and then wrote the rest of it based on what I could do with him.
Where the do you think you're going? I'm gonna go get Jerry.
Fine. We're taking my car. I'm riding with you.
I was writing this character of Muldoon, and he has kind of a cool speech. And I thought, I can probably get somebody who's a friend who's been in stuff of mine before to come show up. I think it'd be really great. I showed it to Bruce, and he was just like, oh, man, I got anywhere. I'll be in the movie anywhere. And Quentin didn't even know he was in the movie till he showed up on the set.
Yeah.
What's Bruce doing here?
I thought he was visiting. Well, I guess he's not visiting. He's dressed up as
He's all dressed up.
as a Marine.
Shooting things, blowing things up.
One of the things that was really interesting is the cars have got to be real characters. He production designed the shit out of these cars. I mean, whether it's just like the girls have this kind of cool Mustang, old vintage Mustang that they have. Wow, it looks terrific, man! It's like so cool. Doesn't even like play any of the action. It's just this groovy car that you just love.
You best get your ass off Kim's car.
I've seen Kim sit on it before.
Her ass ain't your ass.
Oh, that's scary.
Stuntman Mike has 2 cars in the movie, actually, and they're both very individualistic as themselves.
Is it safe?
Oh, it's better. It's safe. It's death-proof.
When the girls get into the chase with him, they're not driving just any car. They're driving the Dodge Challenger made to look like Kowalski's car from Vanishing Point. It's almost like Vanishing Point is a guest star. It was funny because passerbys would drive by and say, "Are you guys doing a remake of Vanishing Point?"